Krista. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a fun layout. It is a Disney layout with Mickey Mouse. Yes, my kids got to see Mickey Mouse. So we took these pictures and it was at the ESPN complex. We weren't on vacation because we live in Florida. And my son is in Taekwondo and they were having a karate tournament there. So Mickey came and he was taking pictures with all the kids. So these three went with them and got their picture taken, but my others did not. They were scared. So I was only able to get these three to get the picture taken with them, but that's okay. So I got this paper pad from Tuesday Morning, and it was Mickey Mouse, and I got really lucky getting this. And I decided that I was going to cut the pictures into these circles with this circle die cut. And I wanted to make it look like their pictures, make a picture of Mickey Mouse's head, basically. So I did one large circle and then the other two small ones for the ears. So first I cut the pictures out, and I didn't show you that part, but that you could see them up in the corner. And I used my die cutting machine. And I go in now with this paper that I also got in the Mickey Mouse paper pad that I had of polka dots. And I'm going to back the pictures with those. So yeah, this was like a really cool fun out. So much fun to make. And I was trying to figure out what I could do, because I saw a lot of videos of like Disney layouts, and they were all kind of the same, and I wanted to do something really different. So I thought this was a good idea, like doing Mickey's head with the pictures. So yeah, so the large one, it was the largest circle die cut out I had. So what I did is I traced the outside of the die cut, and it was big enough to overlap it. So I was able to just cut it out and back the big one with it. So I just cut it out, and then I glue them on. And then I get working on my background paper of what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you in a second here. First I'm checking to see if they look all right. And see how I'm just going to make the Mickey Mouse head? I think that looks so cool. I loved it. So now I'm going to use this paper. So now the first thing I did was, I was like, this is just too much red. So I decided to go in with white gesso, and you don't see it on video, but it turned out to be a disaster. So I had to get rid of it. I threw the whole thing out. Totally looked horrible. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to cut the bottom off and the top of this paper, and then I'm going to use white cardstock, and I'm just going to glue the top and bottom on it, and then I'm just going to do something in the middle. So that was the plan. So there it is. So that's what I decided to do. So now I'm going to go in with my gesso, and I use clear gesso to prep my page, because I wasn't too sure at this point exactly what I was going to do. So I didn't know if I was going to do just splatters, or if I was going to go in and do some, serious mixed media, with paint and sprays, and I wasn't really sure at this point. So I just made sure I gessoed it just in case I decided to change my mind and do something else. So you always like to gesso because you can always clean it up if you mess up, or it won't saturate through the paper, if you use a lot of water or spray paints or anything like that. So I always use my gesso. So now I'm going to tape these to the top and bottom. And I go in with my little gun here, and my tape gun, and I just stick them down. And then I'm going to go in with those stamps you see on the left hand corner there. They are Bo Bunny stamps. I got them at Tuesday Morning, and they are really cool stamps. If you like stamping, I recommend getting them. If you don't like stamping, I still recommend getting them, because they were so easy to use and they worked, and I really liked the way they turned out. So the plan is I go in with black and red ink, and what I try to do is I use one of the bigger stamps, and I try to make the head of Mickey, and then I go in with the red and make 2 smaller ones for the ears. And I just go around randomly and I start stamping. But first I go in and I check in and see, where I'm going to place my photos. And I really like the way that looks. And I wanted to bring some yellow in too, because you see the yellow polka dots on the paper. And then Mickey's bow tie is yellow, so I wanted to bring some yellow in too. So first I go in with the black though, and I use this bigger stamp. And I use a scrap paper to make sure, that it stamps okay first. Because I'm always leery with stamps. I never know what's going to happen when I stamp. I get nervous. I don't know why, but I do. Because if you mess up, it's like, how are you going to get this off now, So, see how like that didn't stamp all the way? That's what I get worried about. But I went over and it was fine. So I keep going in and I just keep stamping. And I stamp on the red too, not just the white paper. And I just randomly go around stamping. And then after the black, I go in with the red and I use the smaller stamp that's just like that one with the swirls. And I make like these little ears with it. And it turns out looking really cool. Now to some people this might be like a little too busy. Just don't stamp as much as I do. I get a little carried away, but that's okay. It's whatever your taste is, whatever you like. I mean, you make it your own. This is just like an idea, that I came out with. And now I'm going to go in and see how I do it and see how it looks like. It looks like Mickey Mouse. So I think it looks really cute. And I did the red stamping anyways on the red paper because you could still kind of see it. And it did give it some interest. So it was fine. And I just keep going around and doing it and see how sometimes I gotta go over it again. That's what makes me so nervous about stamping. But it's okay because messy sometimes looks good, right? And after I'm done stamping, then I go in with the yellow stamp, and it's a little stamp, and it's got like a confetti type of texture to it. That's the only way I can describe it. And it's just a little one, and I just put a little yellow in there, just so you have some pops of the yellow in there from the pictures and from Mickey's shoes and his bow tie, and then the little dots on the other paper that's backing my photos. And this was like so much fun to do. Like after I started stamping, like I couldn't stop, as you can see. I get a little carried away. And see the yellow, and it's not really that dark, so that bright, so I really like it. I think the yellow it just brought a whole new level to it, I think, that I really liked on it. And then after I get done with that, then I go in back with my pictures again, and then I'm going to go in with some splatters of paint, and I use red and black acrylic paint, and I water them down. You have to make sure you water down the acrylic paint if you're going to do splatters because it's too thick, obviously. So I just water it down a little bit with some water, and then I go in and I just dab my paintbrush and do the splatters. And I don't show you the black, I just showed you me doing the red. And it came out looking really neat, see? And I didn't do that much of the black, just a little. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my craft foam, and I'm going to stick it on the back of my photos because I wanted my photos to be raised up a little bit. And this is the craft foam that I always use. I get it at Walmart. It's like $5. You get like 40 sheets. Lasts a really long time, and it's really cheap. So, yeah. So I just go on that with that. And then I'm going to glue them with my Scotch glue. I glue them down. And then I go in with just a little bit of embellishments, not a lot. It's like just a few stickers and some enamel dots. Things like that, because there's already a lot going on in the, background. So I didn't want to overdo it because I kind of overdid it with stamping anyways, even though it got covered up a lot with the photos. But I didn't want to get too carried away. So after I get those down, then I go, oh yeah, and then I got this title. It says Memories, and it was Mickey Mouse one with all the characters on it, and I got that at Hobby Lobby. And then they had these little strips inside the paper pad too, and I liked them because they matched my little circles. So I thought it was perfect. So I just cut them out and glued them on the top and the bottom. And it just brought a little something to the page, a little something else. And then I did the bottom one there. And I didn't want to cover Mickey's feet, so I kind of cut it so that it didn't cover his feet. Because you got to see Mickey. You don't want to cover him up. And then I just did this little piece on the end. And I really love the way this turned out. It was so much fun to do. So if you, I hope this gives you guys an idea, like if you're looking to do a Disney page like this, hopefully I gave you guys some ideas. And then I go in with these stickers, and there was this little camera, and I stick that on there. And then there was this other little sticker that had Mickey Mouse on it. It was like a little tag. So I kind of stuck it so that it looked like it was hanging off of the one circle, and I thought it was so cute. And then I put the little souvenir bag on there. And then they had these stickers too. And these like all came like in a little kit that I got at Tuesday Morning. And this one had a cotton candy on it, and it was just adorable. And I'm like, I have to put this on here. I mean, who doesn't like cotton candy? So I ended up putting that on there, and I ended up putting this Goofy on there because Goofy was running with the balloons, and he had some popcorn in his hand, and of course he was spilling it because, you know, he's Goofy. And it just like really turned out cute. And then I had these stickers, and I got these at I think I got them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. And I ended up using these little Mickey heads that were on there. And then I went in and I used these little M's. They were also in the kit that I got. And I just glued them on. I just did one on one side and one on the other. And then I also go in with some enamel dots too, just to finish it off. And basically, really, that's it. I didn't do much more because I really didn't want to overcrowd the paper, the page. Oh, I do go in, I forgot. I go in with these little sayings. It was a strip of them. And they're all the little sayings that Mickey Mouse says, like, oh gosh, and aw shucks, and oh boy. So I wish I had my son here because he can talk just like Mickey Mouse, I swear. My 16-year-old, he can do all these goofy voices. But anyways, yeah, so I cut them out, and I'm gonna put them, like, scatter them around the page. So basically I go in with my my ink here, and I'm just like inking the edges, my black ink, and I'm just inking the edges just to make it stand out a little bit more on the page, because there was so much going on. So I wanted to make sure you could see the phrases. And then I just popped them up on those little pop dots because I wanted them to stick out a little bit. I didn't want them to be flat. And I just stick them all on. And I thought they were really cute little sayings, So I hope this, guys, really inspires you guys to go out there and do some Disney pages, because I know a lot of people take Disney vacations and they have tons of photos, and like, you don't know what to do with them. This is somewhat of an idea. So I hope it inspires you, because I really had an awesome time doing it. And after I get these down, like I said, I just go in with the enamel dots. And while I'm doing that, I just want to thank you guys once again for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't, please subscribe. Hit the little red button, and don't forget to hit the bell, because that'll tell you every time that, you know, I upload a video, and it gives me some idea of what you like. So don't forget to press the like, leave me comments, good or bad. I take criticism very well. And I like to hear your input. So I'm going to be doing some more videos again soon. And I'm really enjoying this. So thank you all very much for, supporting me and becoming a part of my little channel here. And I thank you. And don't forget, I'm going to be doing a giveaway once I get to those 100 subscribers. I have 5 more to go. So don't forget to tell your friends and family to subscribe to my channel. And this way I could do that giveaway. And I plan on doing a lot of other fun things too soon. So I have a lot of good ideas that I want to do. Because I really, truly enjoy this. So I hope you guys do too. And that's really it. And there comes your close-ups. See how cool and how dimensional it is? I just love it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you really like it. And there's your other close-ups. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.